Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely no one run there.
Trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Brandt. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give this to Akers running right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brand over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable. Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I'll call it no gain. He's now looking at a 3rd down.
Just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense. Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brand. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Let's go, baby.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They've certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, they'll run the screen with Carson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Brandt. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening by field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing after the interception. Brand gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a run with Akers on second down, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for the first. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Looking to throw. Brand. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he fields it cleanly. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Here's Rodgers. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, Rodgers. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it with Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Or let's see who's faster.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
This is Carson. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. And even 20 yards for Chris Carson as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down. Brand. Throw left side, complete to Cup. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brand. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Brand. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage of that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Lockett. Oh, good move. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Lock it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender, give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. This is the tight end fan. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brand. Open man right side is cut. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Brandt. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there. Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Brandt. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stay with it. This is third quarter, no time to panic. But it also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments, run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Rodgers now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt, middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Off the play fake. Brandt. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, Brandt. Complete. Jefferson the target. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
On
first down, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers again now. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, Brent. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. Brent. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. They call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?